All right, let's talk about Climax, a movie that sounds like it's going to be an adult film, but then when you put it on, you realize it's a psychological horror show that you're going to need therapy for after you watch. And this movie's made by Gaspar Noé. And if you know anything about Gaspar Noé, he's basically the equivalent of a guy at the party who corners you just to explain why Nietzsche was right. This dude doesn't make movies, he makes psychological warfare. You know you're in for a bad time when his least upsetting film, Love, is a movie with 3D shots. And I love Gaspar Noé's movies. I've been following his career for 20 years. The first movie I saw from him was Irreversible. That movie f***ed me up so bad, I needed to take a shower after it. My favorite movie of his is Enter the Void. That movie's really beautifully shot. The whole thing's from the first person perspective of this dude who dies and he's hovering over, all the people in his life. He gets to watch his sister get banged. There's like this whole incestual inferences going on in that movie. It's pretty weird, but that movie's incredible. I definitely recommend that one. But we're not talking about that one. Today we're talking about Climax. In Climax, man, this one's special. It's like he took every anxiety you ever had at a party, poured it in a punch bowl and said, "Here, drink this and good luck."
Merci.
So it's about this group of dancers holed up in this abandoned building while they rehearse for a tour. They make it seem like anyone gives a shit. Who the f*** goes to watch dancers on a tour? Hey, I'm gonna go watch the dancing people. I don't know, maybe in Europe or something they care. In America, you better be singing some songs or something. Just saying. So they're all young, talented, hot. So naturally, you want them all to fail. Someone spikes their sangria with LSD, and instead of a fun night, they all get stuck in a downward spiral of paranoia, violence, and existential dread. I call that Saturday Night. The first 20 minutes are a trap. It opens with this jaw-dropping dance sequence that's so good, you almost forget what kind of director you're dealing with. You're sitting there thinking, wow, maybe this one won't completely ruin my day. And then the acid kicks in and you're like, oh right, this is a Gaspar Noé joint. Of course, everything's about to go to shit. And then what happens from there is like something out of Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. It turns into a fucking reptile zoo. Tell me about the fucking golf shoes. And you know it's a Gaspar Noé movie if you start getting dizzy and nauseous just from the camera work. The camera's relentless. Long spinning takes, upside down shots. It's so claustrophobic, you feel like you're trapped in the room with them. It's like Noé's trying to suffocate you. And honestly, he does a great job. By the halfway point, you're sweating like you've been dosed. Anytime you watch a Gaspar Noé movie, by the end of it, you're thanking Gaspar Noé for making you feel like shit. I love to feel like shit at the end of movies. That's why I love Mulholland Drive. The ending of that, you feel like complete shit. Requiem for a Dream, shit. Any movie that's just got this terrible, depressing ending, I love that because that's how I feel. Fucking Star Wars Episode 3, I loved how depressed I was after that. And the characters, they're barely characters. They're just archetypes of terrible people you've met at a party. There's a guy who accuses everyone else of being the problem. The girl who won't shut up about her childhood trauma. You don't root for anyone in this movie. You just watch them unravel and think, good for them. They got what they deserved. Though the main character chick, she is really good looking. So I'm not complaining the camera follows her around the whole time. And then there's this sweet little kid. This poor kid gets dragged to the party by his mom, who locks him in the utility room because apparently French people don't have babysitters. His fate is so dark that even Noe barely shows it, which is saying something. This is the guy who made Irreversible, a movie that's basically a dare to see how much misery you can handle. And he thought, yeah, maybe let's not show the audience this one. And the ending? No resolution, no catharsis. People are dead. Everyone's ruined. And you're just left sitting there like, why did I just subject myself to this? But that's the Gaspar Noe experience. He doesn't want you to feel good. He wants you to walk out of the theater questioning if art was a mistake. This isn't a fun movie. It's not even an enjoyable movie. It's a psychological beatdown. Gaspar Noe isn't trying to entertain you. He's trying to break you. He's like, here's a mirror. Look at how awful people are. Look at how awful you are. Now sit in that. But the worst part? You'll still tell people to watch it because misery loves company. You can't suffer through climax alone. You need someone else to see it so you can bond over how much you hated it. And you want to see how emotionally scarred you can make your friend. I couldn't wait to show my friends this movie after it came out. I couldn't wait to traumatize them with it because it's hilarious to me. That's why I'm recommending it, so you can watch it and then say in the comments later, hey Daniel, thanks for ruining my life. And you're welcome. Yeah, see Climax. Check out other Gaspar Noé movies if you have the balls. And let me know what you think in the comments. But other than that, I hope everyone has a good night. Be safe, and God bless.